तेजोसी तेजोसी तेजोमयी धेहि तेजोसी तेजोमयी धेहि बलमसि बलं मयि धेहि बलमसि बलं मयि धेहि मन्युरसि मन्युं मयि धेहि Yajurveda 19.9 19.9 तेजोसी तेजोमयी धेहि बलमसि बलमयी धेहि मन्युरसि मन्युमयी धेहि. There are several other things. Some three I have taken from this mantra. Mayi dhehi. See that it will be in me. Instill in me. Instill in me. Alpa prana dehi, we have seen it is just give me. Mahaprana dehi is instill in me. Give me the capacity to hold it and give it. That's dehi, Mahaprana. Here three things are referred to. One is tejosi tejomayi dehi. You are the source of tejas. Tejas means strength. Strength, shining, brightness, effervescence, luminescence, anything you can take. You're that. Give me that. I'll share it. Please share it with me. Now, this is what we have been discussing earlier also. That is real bhakti. Bhakti means sharing the qualities of the one in whom we have that bhakti, devotion. Have bhakti in X, the qualities of X I should imbibe in my life. Then that is true bhakti. Bhakti is not chanting, bhakti is not dancing. Bhakti is imbibing the qualities of the person in whom we have got devotion. The qualities should be emulated, should be followed, imitated, practiced. Say if I'm a devotee, some example, say if I'm a devotee of Buddha, then his ahimsa and vairagya should percolate into my life. Then I'm a true devotee of Buddha. Say I'm a devotee of Ambedkar, another example. Ambedkar embraced Buddhism in the end of his life. He became a Buddhist. So he was very much for non-violence. So if I'm a devotee of Ambedkar, I should be non-violent and I should be a vegetarian, not a non-vegetarian. Because I'm devotee of Ambedkar who embraced Buddhism. If I claim that I am the devotee of Ambedkar and say I am non-vegetarian, they don't match. It's a very serious thing we have to observe. During Ambedkar Jayanti here, before few years ago. This is what exactly I said in that occasion, on that occasion. You all claim that you belong to Ambedkar and you are performing Ambedkar Jayanti, but it's unfortunate that most of you are non-vegetarians and you are unfit to be called as devotees of Ambedkar. I said it boldly, openly. They had no answer. They had no counter-argument. That is bhakti. Bhakti is whomever we worship, whomever we are devoted to, their qualities we must take into our life. If I am a devotee of Rama, for example, Rama was obedient to his father. Rama had only one wife, and Rama's love for his brothers had no limits. So if I'm a devotee of Rama, these qualities should come into my life. I cannot say I'm a devotee of Rama and I've got 3 cases on my brothers. I'm fighting in the court of law. No, he cannot be a devotee of Rama. I'm a devotee of Krishna. Fine. If I'm a devotee of Krishna, I must love peace and harmony. I must love peace and harmony. Because in Mahabharata, it was only Krishna who tried his level best to avoid the war, the great war of Kurukshetra. He was the only person. All other people were warmongers, directly or indirectly, or had no clear conviction as to what is to be done. But Krishna had a very clear conviction and he wanted to avoid that war as far as possible. But finally it happened. He could not do it. That's a different issue. But he was the only person who was for peace. This you don't take. In Bhagavata, we know that Krishna had 16,000 wives, and we want to emulate that. If he has got 16,000, why not I have at least 10? This is a foolish thing what we do. But Bhagavata is not a historical document. It is only a fiction. It's only a fiction and it cannot be a guide for our life. The true life of Krishna is available in Mahabharata. One more example I give you of Krishna's quality. In Rajasuya Yaga, that's which Dharmaraya conducted, Krishna took on himself the responsibility of treating the guests. He took the responsibility of inviting the guests, providing him all the facilities, and to look after them. He worked there like a servant. He was so humble. This is what we have to emulate. We should be ready to serve. We should be ready to help others. That is Krishna. So like this, whatever we follow, whatever we take into our lives from the person whom we devotedly love, that is called as bhakti. That is bhakti. Bhaja, vibhajane, bhaja sevayam. We have seen this earlier also. To share and to make it our own. Now the same concept is explained here. Tejosi, tejomai thehi. You are shining bright. Make me also to shine bright. I'll share your brightness. I share your luminescence. And here it is very clear that luminescence or brightness is not physical in nature, but it is spiritual in nature, knowledge-wise. Knowledge is also light. Tij nishane, that's the root. Fine-tuning, fine-tuning. You are fine-tuned. You are a sarvajna, your knowledge is fine-tuned. You're omniscient. I'm not that. But still, I want to hone, I want to sharpen my intellect and get as much of knowledge as possible and move towards you. I'll share your sarvajnatva to the best extent possible. Tejosi, tejo mayithehi. 19.9 Yajurveda. Balamasi, balam mayithehi. Bala pranane is the root. You are the strength. You are omnipotent. And I'm your devotee. I cannot be weak. As your devotee who is omnipotent, I also want to be potent, if not omnipotent. I want to be strong. Bala pranane. You are the life giver to the whole universe. I also want to be a life giver, if not to the whole universe, it is the people and creatures who are around me. Balamasi, balam mayithehi. You give that capacity for me to enliven the creatures around me, to pump into them the life, the confidence. This I will do at least as your devotee. Balamasi, balam mayithehi. Manyurasi, manyum mayithehi. Your anger, give me anger. This seems peculiar. Because anger is not to be practiced. Anger should be overcome. That's what you say elsewhere. But here you say your anger and give me anger. There's a lot of difference between anger. That is krodha and manyu. I got a lot of difference between these two angers. Manyu has got a root man-jnane. So it's a well thought out revolt. Manyu is well thought out revolt, well thought out anger. But anger is not the right word there. It's a well thought out revolt, well thought out resistance. Krodha is just anger, ire, which is not healthy. There's a lot of difference between that anger, krodha, and here manyu. Krodha is uncontrolled. That anger is uncontrolled. I'm in a fit of fury. So that fury, being furious, is krodha. No thought process goes on there. I'm not able to tolerate, I revolt. That's all. That's anger. But manyu, it is manajnane, I think, analyze, then revolt, then oppose, then retaliate. This retaliation or opposition is after well thought out process, and that is called manyu. It's not just anger. When anger is thoughtless, manyu is thoughtful. Thoughtful. That's one point. The next. Anger is okay, provided about what? Intolerance is okay, but about what? If some right thing is said, if I retaliate, that's not good. Some injustice is taking place, and I'm opposing it, yes, that is recommended. That is accepted. Wherever injustice is there, wherever ignorance is there, if I fight out, that is not called as anger, that is called as manyu. Manyu is a tamed form of anger. While anger affects our blood pressure, manyu doesn't affect our blood pressure, to make it simple. While anger takes away our thought process and hypnotizes us, manyu doesn't do that. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. That's what you find in Gita. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammoha smruti vibhramaha. Because you are hypnotized, because you are taken control of by your anger, your memory and your thought process will all fail. Smrti bhramshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. That's a process. All your past experience and knowledge will fall flat. Buddhinashaha. And buddhinashat pranashyati. That's your end. But all these things will not happen with Manu. Manu is totally different. Here also there is intolerance. I am not tolerating the situation. But here this intolerance is noble, is for a good purpose. He is against injustice. He is against violence. So this intolerance is recommended, and under this resistance, that is Manu, sammohaha will not happen. Smrti bhramsha will not happen. Buddhi nasha will not happen. And we will not collapse. So there's a lot of difference between Krodha and Manu. Here we are referring to Manu and not Krodha. Manu rasi, Manyum mayithehi. Give me that strength to fight injustice. That's what it means. Give me that strength to fight against inequality. Give me that strength to fight against ignorance. Give me that strength to fight against avariciousness. Give me that strength to fight against jealousy. That is Manu. Here also fight is there. It's a well thought out fight. It's a well thought out resistance, retaliation. Whereas Krodha, there is no thought process at all. I am not able to tolerate, fight. That is good or bad is not at all considered there. That is Krodha. Manu is not like that. Manu is after a well thought out process. Manajnana is the root. Of course, this also anger. Of course, this also anger. Manu rasi, manyumayi dhehi. Yajurveda 19.9, all of these from 19.9. Then, idilva, light ilva ille, emergency later. Sahosi, sahomayi dhehi. That's also 19.9. Sahosi, sahomayi dhehi. Shaha marshane is the root. Shaha marshane. Tolerance, capacity to bear. Sahana, that's it. You are that. Let me have that tolerance. It appears on the face of it that Manu and Sahana. Manu is out of intolerance and Sahana is tolerance. How can both exist? But it is out of discrimination. So they can coexist. It's not without thought. It's not without discrimination. In some places, we need to be tolerant. We need to be strong. That is Sahana, Shahamarshane. And at the same time, we should be discriminative and we should oppose certain things which are not right. That is Manu. It's not total intolerance. It's not total tolerance. It's a balance between tolerance and intolerance. We have to tolerate certain things. Certain things we are not supposed to tolerate. We have to fight out, we have to speak out and oppose it. A balance is required between the two. And to discriminate between the two situations. In one situation where it is for the good of all, yes, we tolerate certain things. In the same way, for the good of all, in some places we are not supposed to be tolerant, we fight out. Both things are there. So Manyurasi Manyumaidehi, that's about intolerance. Sahosi Sahomaidehi is about tolerance. So it is a beautiful balance between tolerance and intolerance. If we balance it rightly, yes, we make life beautiful. If we are not able to discriminate between the two and do one for the other, we are creating our own problems. So you should be very, very thoughtful. You should apply your mind and see where to tolerate, where not to tolerate. Both things are required. Tolerance is also required. At the same time, intolerance is also required. A similar view is expressed in different other places in the Vedas. They speak of raga and dvesha. Raga and dvesha. And they say raga and dvesha are neither good nor bad by themselves. Generally, what we understand, raga dvesha, oh, they are all negative and you have to overcome raga dvesha. That's what we observe generally. But Vedas are very clear. Raga and dvesha by themselves are not good nor bad. And how to understand? Raga in what? Dvesha against what? That decides whether raga dvesha is recommended or not recommended. Is acceptable or not acceptable. Raga in good things, fine. Raga is love. Raga is passion. Passion towards telling truth. Let it be there. It's wonderful. Passion by itself is not good or bad. It depends upon towards what the passion is. Towards Satyavrata, excellent, have that passion. Dvesha is about krodha. Fine, have it. If you are not comfortable with krodha, that's fine. Opposite of it. Say I got raga in avariciousness. Oh, that is wrong. Dvesha, I hate noble people. That is wrong. Dvesha by itself is neither good nor bad. If it is towards noble people, it's bad. If it is towards good things, injustice, if dvesha is there, that's welcome. Raga, love towards good things is fine. Love towards bad things is not acceptable. So raga dvesha by itself is neither good nor bad. Same way here also. Manyu and Sahana. Intolerance and tolerance. By themselves, neither tolerance or intolerance is good or bad, but tolerance towards what? Intolerance towards what makes it good or bad. We have to be very clear about that. So both you want. You want tolerance, you also want intolerance. It's a beautiful balance between the two. Sahosi, Sahomai Dehi. Yajurveda 19.9. Don't just say be tolerant. Or don't just say don't be intolerant. Be tolerant towards these things. X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3. Be intolerant towards these things, 1, 2, 3. Then there is a beautiful balance between the two. Both are required for life. Krodha is also required. Patience is also equally required. Anger is also required. Patience is also required. Both can coexist provided towards what we express our anger and towards what we express our patience. That makes all the difference. Okay. Solve Yajurveda 19.9. Here we have to observe the clarity, what it tells us. One second. ಇದೇನು ಕಾಣೋದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಇಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ಬೇಕು here the power is off and still it was not a bright day
ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ಹಾಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ
ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ
ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗ
Ahatau pitarau maya. Ahatau pitarau maya. This is Yajurveda 19.11. Ahatau pitarau maya. Pitarau. In the general sense, Pitarau means our parents, father, mother. They are called as Pitarau. That's on the superfluous level. The exact meaning and the deeper meaning of the word Pitarau is those who have taken care of us when we were infants, when we could not tend for ourselves. We are very small kids, very small children, very small infants. Then we never was in a position to take care of ourselves. The only weapon what we had then was crying. Something happens, cry, over. What's the meaning of crying? The people around should understand why this child is crying and they have to do whatever is required to be done. Hungry, cry. Not comfortable, cry. Experiencing discomfort, cry. It is chill, cry. It is hot, cry. That's the only thing what we knew. Balanam Rodanam Balam. It's not a Veda mantra, but it's a Subhashita. Balanam Rodanam Balam. The strength of children, the strength of infants is crying. An extension of this. If we follow that crying even today, we have not grown. We are still children. That's what we do. Even at this stage, we cry for this and that. No crying. Crying is over. During childhood, it's all over. Then we should be matured, think, analyze, then do things. We are not supposed to cry. Okay. So then, during our infancy, someone took care of us. They took care of our hunger, they took care of our fears, they took care of our wants, needs, love, everything. They all come under the purview of this Pitarau. Pitarau. It's not just father and mother, it could be anyone who has taken care of us. Anyone who attended to our requirements. They're all Pitarau. Pitru, Pitrun. Pitarau is Dvivachana. Pitrun. So all those people, we are indebted to them. That's what we have understood under Pitruna. Pitruna. That's what we understood as we are indebted to our elderly people. How we are indebted? That's what exactly said here. Ahatau pitarau maya. Ahatau, let me not cause trouble to them. Instead, let me serve them. Hana himsa gatyoho. Let me not trouble them. Let me help them. Let me serve them. Now that's the arrangement. That's the arrangement. They were elders, we were infants. Over a period of time, they become old and we become young and strong. Now the whole thing becomes reversed. Now they need care. They become childlike once again because of their old age. They need someone to tend to them. Who can do it? It is me only because now I am young and strong and healthy. So it's my duty to take care of them. Ahatau, let me not put them into trouble. Let me serve them. Let me love them. Let me give them what they want. As they did when I was a young person, when I was a young child. Ahatau pitarau syama. Let us not cause discomfort to them. Let me do my best to see that they lead a comfortable gentle, respectable old age. Ahatau pitarau maya. Because of me, that they may not be troubled. Now here, there is a small difference, a small subtle point to be observed. That is, the discomfort could happen because of two things. One is physical discomfort, other one is mental discomfort. The elders, physical and mental. Now here, physical discomfort should be taken care of 100%. No excuses whatsoever. But when it comes to mental discomfort, yes, the scales vary. It's not just listening to their words, but their right words you must listen. It's a very, very important thing. Mental discomfort is because of two things. One is we cause it, another one they cause it for themselves. It's also mental discomfort. So they cause it for themselves, we are not responsible. Because of their prejudices, because of their weaknesses, because of their wrong notions, because of their wrong understanding, there are so many things. They cause themselves that mental disturbances, discomfort. We tell them, we enlighten them, no, this is not the way, you have to think like this, you have to do like this, and all this we enlighten them on the basis of truth and humanity. If they listen, that's wonderful. If they don't listen, we are not supposed to go astray against truth, against humanity, just to make them comfortable. That's the point I'm telling. Service to them physically, we have to do it, whatever be the reason. Whatever be the reason against it, still we have to serve them 100% physically. But mental discomfort, we can eliminate only in the right way and not in submission to wrong things. Is what is happening now in many families. I have done so many things when you were young. Now you obey me. Whatever I say, you have to listen. Then only you will be happy. So here we should be very careful. Definitely we will be obedient. Definitely we will listen to them, provided they are on the right track. They are on the track of humanity and truth. Yes, we listen. It's our duty to listen. If they are making us listen to them because of their whims and fancies, sorry, we are not doing it. Service to you physically, yes, that will be given. Whatever be our differences of opinions, we don't mind it. So the clear distinction must be there. They claiming the obedience of their children because of their whims and fancies is not approved. It's not right. If they are on the right track, yes, we have to obey it. Physical service to be given, mental obedience also to be given. But if they are not on the right track, if they are egoistic, if they are guiding us on the basis of their false prestiges and other things, no, we will not listen. We will not obey them. But service still we give. Even though we are not obeying, we are not trying to comfort them mentally, that physical comfort will 100% give it. To take it or not to take it is their wish. But mental comfort we can give, solace we can give, provided they ask for the right things and not the wrong thing. It's a very, very subtle difference between our physical service and physical submission and our mental submission, mental obedience. It's a very, very important thing. Ahato pitarau maya. As far as physical service is given, Absolutely no conditions, no terms, no conditions. But regarding obedience, terms and conditions apply. Provided it is humane, provided it is broader, provided it is noble, not otherwise. Say I'm your parent. So one small example. I tell you to give a divorce to your wife, you obey me. How can I obey? Of course, they are my parents. Of course, they have taken care of me when I was younger. That all thing is good. But forcing me to give a divorce to my wife against my wish is not right for them, and to obey them is not right for me also. I have to tell them, I have married her to live with her for a longer time, till my old age. I am not going to give divorce. If any problem is there, any difference of opinion, we will sort it out. But you are guiding me to give a divorce to her, I will not obey. That should be the sentence. Just one example I'm telling you. You see, we suffered a lot when you were a small boy. We had just one morsel of food. We never had right food. We never had money. Everything, all difficulty we suffered to bring you up. Now you're in a good position. Don't depend just on your salary. Get bribe, get more money, and make us all happy. We suffered a lot. Now we cannot just live by making the two ends meet. Now we are in a good position. Now we can take more money. Right or wrong, don't worry about it. You take it and make us happy. No, this cannot be obeyed. This cannot be obeyed. Service to them, that will be given unconditionally. But I cannot take bribe just to please you. Taking bribe is not right. Earning money on the wrong way is not right. I will not do it. I will earn the money in the right way, and whatever is there, I will also be happy. You also be contented with that. I will not obey you. So this will not come under the purview of this. Ahatau pitarau maya. So this is not disobedience. This is obedience to a greater value than just our parents and their words. What is that greater value? Being on the right track, being honest, being humane, being noble. If they direct me, if they order me to do something against that, sorry, I am disobedient. Service, I'll give you whatever you want. Physical comfort, I'll provide for it. That's my responsibility, that's my duty, that's the way I pay my debt to you for your services, what you did when I was an infant. So this discrimination, clarity should be there in us. If they are speaking truth, we obey. Their physical comfort, we always take care of it without any condition. Ahatau pitarau maya. This is Yajurveda. .11, 19.11. 19.11. Okay, we shall close it now here. And one small change only for this week. Usually Tuesdays it will not be there because I got dialysis. But they have rescheduled my dialysis program for this week. So tomorrow also we can have, because I don't have dialysis tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we can have a class by 6:30. We'll discuss many more things. So thank you all.
Thank you, Sharma.
Namaskar.